There are 5 signs that it might be time for a career reset. Do you feel stuck in your job? Is the job you're in right now still the right job for you? Let's find out together. Today, hi, my name is Ellie. Welcome to the channel. I absolutely love having you here. This space is for women just like you, ambitious, thoughtful, and maybe just a little bit tired of pretending that everything is okay at work when it isn't. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful signs that your current job or career path might no longer fit who you have become. And I'm saving the most important sign, the one that almost nobody talks about, for the very end. So make sure you stay with me until then. Okay, let's dive in. So sign number 1 is this. You dread Mondays and Tuesdays and every day of the week. We all have rough days at work. But if you're feeling a deep sense of dread every Sunday night, or worse, every morning, that's not just fatigue. That's a signal from within. It really is just intuition whispering, something isn't right here. Trust your intuition because, as I like reminding my clients, our gut really is our second brain, and our body knows what's right for us before our logical brain is willing to accept it. So here is my first suggestion for you if you dread every day at work. Take a few minutes tonight and journal the answer to this. What part of your workday drains your energy the most? What in my job completely drained me today? Is it the meetings? Or you having to present in front of people? Is it the lack of purpose or the culture? Perhaps it's your boss, the person that you report into. Name exactly what drains you at work to get some clarity, okay? Because naming it is the first step to changing it. This was number 1. If this resonates and you want more guidance on navigating change with clarity, hit the subscribe button. This channel is just to support your transformation, one step at a time, so you don't have to do it alone. That's all. Okay, here is sign number 2, that it's time to reset your career. So sign number 2 is that you've actually outgrown the role that you're currently in, but you're shrinking to fit in. I see this often with my clients. You're more experienced now. You have evolved professionally, but you're still playing small just to stay safe. Maybe you're not speaking up in meetings and you're not applying for bigger roles, or you're staying in a position that you have already mastered because it feels familiar and it's just easy for you. But here is the truth. Staying small doesn't serve you at all. And it certainly doesn't serve any of the people that you're meant to impact in your professional life. So here is my suggestion. Please list 3 things you know that you're great at, but you rarely get to use at your work anymore. You have seen yourself excel at these over and over again in your career, so you know what these 3 things are. So make the list and then ask yourself, what kind of role would actually allow me to shine in this? For example, if one of these 3 things that you guys is public speaking or communication, you're a strong communicator and you've once thrived at presenting to teams and clients, but now you spend your days buried in some back-end work or solo projects with very little interaction with clients and people. This will totally drain your energy. I get it. So make the list and ask yourself, what kind of role would allow me to use my top 3 strengths daily so that I can start figuring this out? Okay, let's move on to sign number 3. Sign number 3 is that you secretly fantasize about a totally different life. And I see this happen so often. You're scrolling through job sites late at night. You find yourself daydreaming about starting something completely new, like a business, a side hustle, or a creative path that you have buried for years. And there's the constant wandering at the back of your mind. Should I or should I not? That isn't random. That is your inner self calling out for something more meaningful. So listen to it. Don't ignore it, please. And here is what I suggest if this sounds like you. Go ahead and download the job specification or a course that really excites you, even if it feels a little bit out there, you know. And don't worry, you don't have to act just yet. Just get curious for now, because curiosity is the very, very first spark of reinvention. Trust me, when you download the job specification that lights you up and it feels like it's totally you, you will know it. And if you're starting to feel like something has to change, you're not alone. Subscribe to the channel and let's walk this road together step by step. Okay, let's now move to sign number 4. Here it is. You are great at what you do, but it somehow feels empty. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. You're hitting your targets, you're getting praise, maybe even promotions. You are liked at work and you get on well with everybody, but the work doesn't light you up anymore. It's like you're going through the motions on autopilot. This is often when people say, I'm doing everything right, and on paper, it all looks fine. So why do I feel wrong and a little bit empty? Well, maybe it is because you have chased the job title, or you've chased a certain salary, or the recognition and image that came with a job because you thought that's what success should look like. But here is the truth if you're feeling this. Deep down, your job is not aligned with your values, your passions, and your true purpose. This one is very important. Take out a piece of paper, take 10 minutes and write down what is the one task inside or outside of work that gives me energy, joy, or a sense of flow. This will give you clues about what to focus on for your next chapter. Drop me a comment. What task gives you energy and brings you joy? I would love to find out. Okay, and now on to sign number 5. Ta-da! This is the big one. Here it is. Sign number 5 is that you feel like you're living someone else's life. That one hurts, really. You've done everything right. You studied the right course at university. You climbed the career ladder. You followed all the rules that existed. But now you're wondering, whose life is this really? This is the sign that you're ready for a massive internal reset because you no longer want to perform. You want to live, you want to lead, and you want to feel truly aligned. This is where the mindset shift begins. From seeking external validation and job titles and external approval and perfection, which is everything that we tend to chase in our 20s and 30s, to now embracing your intrinsic worth, fully embracing your story, your strengths, your voice. That shift is everything. And here's my last suggestion. You're feeling like you're living somebody else's life. Ask yourself, what decision would I make today, right now, if I truly believed I was worthy, just as I am? I will say this again. What decision would I make right now if I truly believed I was worthy, just as I am? Write that down and let it sink. Because here's the truth. Nobody tells you your work is not your worth. You were never meant to settle in a role that does not let you be your full self. A great career reset begins with awareness and then it deepens when we take action. But for now, become aware as this is the first step. If this was helpful, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to download the Career Reset Checklist. I have linked that below to take your next step with intention. And if you're ready to explore what's next, click on the video right here. You were never meant to settle in a job. Thank you so much for watching. The channel is here just to support and inspire you as you transition. So I will see you in the next video.